What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Guys, you know I am a 49ers fan. I've been a 49ers fan ever since the 49ers won the Super Bowl against the San Diego Chargers in 1994. I was in 7th grade at the time. Unfortunately, we have not been back to Super Bowl, although we were close to it last year. But anyways, I love our 49ers. And when Colin Kaepernick took our team to a Super Bowl against the Baltimore Ravens, I was a big fan of his. He went to the University of Reno, which is right next to where I live in Sacramento, California, about maybe no more than 150 miles away. I saw his progression as a player. And, when we had Jim Harbaugh as our coach, we had a really good offense set around his talents and some good keys around him. But unfortunately, when Harbaugh got into it with, the owner, which we have, in my honest opinion, one of the worst owners in sports, things went left for Colin Kaepernick. We had some offensive coordinators that were not good. Our team was bad, and he started to underperform in these new systems, which is understandable, right? Especially as defenses start to figure out your weaknesses. And when that happened, Colin Kaepernick started to, in my honest opinion, go towards the civil rights kneeling. All right. This is kind of unlike him before, but he started to do this, and then he got, trouble with the NFL. He hasn't played a game in 6 years. But one of the reasons that he hasn't played a game for 6 years, it was instrumental from Nessa Diab. Okay. And even when he was trying to come back into the league, it was her big mouth that was stopping a lot of progress for Colin Kaepernick. He had an opportunity to come back, I believe, with the Baltimore Ravens. She criticized the ownership there. And we got to remember at the time that, Kaepernick was kneeling against the United States flag, about 55% of NFL ticket buyers are hardcore USA conservatives. They spend money at football games. And most teams in America at that time did not want to pick Kaepernick up because of what those fan bases thought of kneeling down against the flag. All right? But now Nessa Diab has been a big mouth. And now Colin Kaepernick has gotten her pregnant. Now, I want to talk to you about something that I feel is very important. Right? And a lot of times with us as men, I see the same kind of relationship with Will Smith that I do in Jada Pinkett as I do with Nessa Diab and Colin Kaepernick. Here's a young woman that if she could have just been quiet, shut her mouth, he would still be playing in the NFL right now. But her influences in him, right? Because he's talking about he wants to kneel against police brutality, how blacks are being treated in the United States. Guess what, pal? Police brutality is still happening. Blacks are still in the same place that they were. And your kneeling down against that didn't stop anything. The NFL donated some money towards charities and things like that. But our problems are still there. Our problems were something that you kneeling couldn't fix. We have an exceptionally high out of wedlock rate. We don't have a lot of businesses that we control in our community. We don't have political agendas that move us forward. We don't have political education that moves us forward. And we don't have ownership of the black economy. All of these things are paramount to a successful group of minorities. Look at Chinese people in America. Look at the Hispanics in America. They talk with their dollars. They don't talk with protests and kneeling down against the flag. I don't care what you say. That's not the answer. And Colin Kaepernick would have been better served playing in the NFL and using his abilities, if you will, to, do stuff on the off season. Because the NFL, to be frank, in my honest opinion, they didn't do anything wrong here. All right? Police brutality wasn't the NFL's fault or anybody's fault. Kneeling down against the flag on NFL time, I just didn't get I don't understand that. But I get it. You let Nessa Diab do it. So now she's a baby mama for you. You don't even want her to be your wife. And you've rewarded her with the kid, and she's the woman that's destroyed your whole life. You let her do that. And the black community, the one that you said you love so much, which I don't think you do because you took a big check from the NFL to never talk about it again, and you're begging to get back in the league, which I don't think you really want to be there, and you can't play. You've been out the game for 6 years, 7 years. You can't play anymore. Now you've given her a kid, which eventually you're not even going to be together. Guys, you need to make sure you're with the right woman. And in his case, she's older than him. Okay? If you guys want to throw your life away, be my guest. But God damn it, I will never reward somebody for destroying my life with a baby. He is just as whipped as Will Smith. All right? If you're going to be a woman in a relationship with a man, you don't need to be on your Twitter criticizing a team that he might be with. And let me tell you this, she does that because she doesn't respect you. If she had any respect for you, she wouldn't be calling out owners. She wouldn't be always using her stuff to talk down and shutting down your stuff because you can't control her. It's not even about control. It's about respect. All right? I would, if I'm trying to get back in the league or whatever, I'm like, listen, you need to be quiet. You're making things rough for me. You're not even man enough to say that at all. You're a complete loser in that respect. So then you give her a kid as if that's going to make her respect you more. No. Colin Kaepernick is probably so mentally abused. You're probably going to be the complete ultimate beta male to that young lady. She's going to run all over you. And many guys who are athletes have no backbone. They need to be led. Dwayne Wade is another one. He's a complete, you can call it a cuck for Gabrielle Union. Whatever she says. If you want to live your life, that's fine. Like, that's fine. I'm telling you, life is too short to not be a man. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at all-time high. I'm out.